What's up, guys? Just waiting to get a few more viewers. Sorry I'm starting so late. Neighbor's dog is freaking out and has been all day. And I've been just waiting for it to stop, but it will not stop. So we're just going to get going. I'm just going to get a few more viewers here. Let's see. Sorry about the barking dog. Let me see here. I'm going to go ahead and share a few links down here right now. How you guys doing? We have quite the show tonight. We're going to be ranking every Kottonmouth Kings album. It's going to be a fun one. I did my best. Cannabis is safer than alcohol. Legalize it in Texas. I wish, my man. I wish. We're going to give it just a few more minutes here, guys. Stick with me. Don't go anywhere. Alright, guys. We're going to get going now. So, guys, thanks for joining me first and foremost. I really appreciate the little audience I have, and especially for the KMK Chronicles. You guys are awesome. You keep it up, keep it up. I have a lot of fun things to announce tonight. Let me kick things off with a few of those. What's up, guys? So, I got a hold of a big name in the sub-noise KMK Chronicles, universe, if you will. Someone I've been trying to get a hold of for a while now. I told him I'd keep it on the DL, though. So in about a month, hopefully we'll be dropping some big news on the channel with, some exclusive interviews and such. I'm thinking of doing maybe like an interview and then a little separate thing. I kind of want to keep the Chronicles going with some more interviews. I think that's pretty cool to get these other guys' perspective, not just on, the current goings on either. So I'm really going to try to do that some more. But to keep up with all of that, I'm sure you guys will keep watching. So that's awesome. I just wanted to share that with you, even though it's not sharing too much, I guess. So we have quite the task tonight. Every KMK album. I'm going to go ahead and do worst to best is the way I kind of figure to do it. The easiest way I found to do it. And I got to tell you, I'm going to need y'all's help for a few of them because, well, when we get there, you'll see. You'll see. Let's see here. Get a few things out of the way. I finally got some merch going, so that's pretty cool. We got these nifty Staunch TV shirts. Check that out. Yeah. Look at that. That's the back. You can get them at teespring.com. I will put the link down there here in a second. But more important than that, we have these right here, which are the hoodie set that I got. There's a whole little section on the Teespring for KMK Chronicles. And everything that I make from that is going directly to help Saint and Pakalika's families. I'm in touch with some people to make sure they get all the money and everything. I'm putting the link out there right now. They are kind of pricey, but I put them as cheap as I could, and to where I could still get some profit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to be getting all the profit, and this is how Teespring works, of course. But anything I get is going directly to Pakalika's family and Saint Dog's family. I just want to do my part. I know I spend enough time talking about these guys. The least I can do is try to help, especially if so-and-so hasn't been paid or, all of that stuff. So I made some t-shirts. There's like hoodies. There's a sweater, I believe. And there's like some other Staunch TV stuff on there. But if you get the KMK Chronicles stuff in particular, you will be directly helping Pakalika and Saint Dog's family. Unlike some other people that owe him money, apparently. Yeah, guys. So I think that's pretty cool. I'm trying to do my part. I reached out to a few other, people on YouTube that cover this kind of stuff, in hopes that they would kind of jump on this with me. But it never got past, hey, what's up? I have an idea. I just got left on red like I always do. So maybe you guys can help me out. I'm trying to, do my part, like I said. So I'm going to attempt to play a backing track. It's one of Bobby B's old tracks. Let me know if the music's too loud or anything. First off, let me, before we get started, let me see what y'all guys are saying down here. Legalize it in Texas, I wish. The Abbott. What up? What's up, the Abbott? I don't remember seeing you in these before. Ryan Hasty, how's it going, bud? You're setting up an outdoor garden for the summer. Oh shit. Come down here. Yo, what we burning, y'all? I have a little bit something down here. I'm giving it a second. Okay, Kern Dog, ACDC, and GC. What? Is that what? Oh, Kim Dog. I read Kern Dog. That's hilarious. Cherry Pie and Northern Lights. God damn, you're doing it right. What up, Yenko? Glad to see you here. Black Rhino and Lemon Kush here. Oh my God. I have some, I believe it's called birthday cake, is what it's called. Okay, we'll get to that here in a sec, though. So that's pretty much all of the announcements I had. I want to hear your guys, y'all's own rankings. Not right now. We'll wait till a little later. And if y'all guys want to maybe throw y'all's ranks down there. And if I want everyone to comment on anything I have, any of these choices I pick. So I'm excited to share this with you guys. I'm waiting to see if we get a little more viewers here. Okay. All right, guys. Here we go. So, starting with number 15. Oh, that's another thing I should probably explain. I am doing. What's up, Pakda? How you doing? I am doing their 15 albums. Now that is as listed by the band themselves. That's listed on forget what other website I looked up. I also saw it on Wikipedia, of course. I looked up. It was just their 15 albums that I am ranking here tonight, and that includes Hidden Stash 2. Apparently, I didn't realize that was like an official album or whatever. Apparently, it is. So. The more you know. So here we go, guys. Let's kick it off. Can anybody guess what I consider the worst Kottonmouth Kings album? Anybody? That's right. It doesn't really get too much worse than this one right here. It really wasn't hard. to start. If you're starting at the worst, I mean, come on, this is it. I think we all know why. It's when you can compare this album to other albums. I guess you can compare this to Daddy X's solo stuff, Richter's stuff, Pakalika's solo stuff. Maybe you can do that. Maybe. What you cannot do really is compare it to every other Kottonmouth Kings album. It's just so difficult. It's all about that mob mentality, that group mentality, and this was completely lacking. It is not there. It's still Kottonmouth King's album, sure, Kottonmouth King album, and so here we go. This is the worst. Easy choice. Oh man, I want to try to pick my favorite tracks and least favorite. I don't even want to do that one with this one because the more I listen to that album, I go back every couple weeks and it's like, what is this? I want to watch my first reaction soon, see what I thought about it. I don't really remember. So that's the worst album, obviously. What do you guys think? So number 14 of my least favorite Kottonmouth King albums. Here we go. Boom. Sunrise Sessions. What can be said about Sunrise Sessions? Well, okay, I guess I can say it is definitely a mix of sounds. It is definitely going for it, for better or worse. I don't know. I guess if I got to say something positive about it, they really went for it. There's dubstep in this. There's like a little reggae sound. Whatever. There's really no memorable tracks for me. I don't really like the stony vibe, whatever type of stuff. I suppose there's a place for it. Here and there on every Kottonmouth Kings album, yeah, sure. But I think maybe it was done a bit too much here or something. This one did not vibe with me. Plus, I think it's a pretty ugly cover. What do you think about that? Okay, you didn't think I was going to count 25 to Life at all? Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to do my best to avoid y'all ranking this on y'all's own right now, because I would like to hear that later. That's a solo D-Loc album. Okay, I agree. Anybody else having trouble hearing me? Is it my voice you're having trouble hearing? Is the music too loud? Is that better? Let me know if that's working better for you guys. My computer is also very noisy, and we're having a lot of noise from outside. What's up, Rap Factor? How you doing, bud? Oh no, wrong. What do you mean by that? All the help Richter did for KMK with choruses and dope verses, he gets 0 in the end. Shame. Yeah, well, he seems to be at peace with it, so at least we got that much. We know so much more now than we did like a year ago, right, guys? That's crazy. You're welcome. I don't want to take all the credit, but you're welcome. Crown Power sucks. That's the third worst. Sunrise Sessions was mediocre. There was only a couple good songs on that album. Yeah, I agree. Music's too loud. Okay, is it still too loud right now? Okay, my bad. Trying to figure this shit out, dudes. Is that okay? Just let me know. Keep me updated on that music track. It's kind of noisy, so I'm trying to have that as a little distraction. I can just turn it off if y'all need me to. Okay, that's good. Thank you, the Abbott. So yeah, I didn't like this album at all. It did not click with. It was a chore to listen to upon redoing this. I made my list and then I went back and double checked that list. Somehow, this one wasn't quite there on the level, and it should have been. Not my bag of chips, as we like to say down here in Staunch Studios. Number 13. Can you guys give it a guess? I like that. I want to see you guys guess. What do you think the 13th worst album from Kottonmouth Kings is, as far as Staunch TV goes? Now, keep in mind, I tried not to be too partial to old Saint Dog. I do love me some Saint Dog, but considering he was only officially on like 2 albums or something, I don't know. It's it's not. It's something I didn't really take into consideration. What I did take into consideration was the overall album and how it played as an album, as a Kottonmouth Kings album, what the album kind of meant overall. Without looking too deep into it, what members were on the album, what features were on the album, stuff like that. So, all that being said, number 13, The Green Album. This is another one that I just didn't vibe with. Again, I'm not much for the stony vibe, type stuff. It has its place, 1 or 2 tracks here and there. I don't know about the whole album. From what I remember, that's pretty much what this thing was. It's just, I find that style so boring. So boring. I don't know. The worst tracks on it, I remember, was SoCal, Southern California or whatever. Rainfall. Superhero was like, what the fuck? It also has some pretty bad tracks like that. There's just some of those tracks that are just cringy for me. I don't know. The best that I remember was the Kottonmouth King song, the K-O-T, and then I like What You In For. It was all right, man. Whatever. What do you guys think about that album? As I said, I don't really have an opinion on it, but the Green Album, in my opinion, is up there as far as the worst. Okay, let me see what you're going here. What y'all guys got. The Kottonmouth Song Guru is here. Motivated for the Truth. What's up, my man? Everybody go check out Motivated for the Truth's channel. He's been doing a lot of cool videos. Go ahead and link yourself up down there, man. Everyone go subscribe to him. Rap Factor. What is the G33 in the... Oh, G33. Well, my last name starts with a G, and I started the account when I was 33. But, I can just tell people it's like a strain or something. My real name is Adhan, by the way. I go by Alex Staunch to keep all the haters off my front doorstep. See, I love Sunrise Sessions, says Pac the. Gotta feel the reggae and chill vibes for it. I agree, it has its place, I think. It's just, I just can't handle too much of the same from the fellas in that vein. Christian Bennett, bro, a little off topic, but did you ever listen to Delinquent Habits? I don't think so, man. Go ahead and throw me a link down there. Rap Factor, 25 to Life. Yeah, that was the worst one. Sunrise was not the best, but Love Lost, Ganja Days was good. What's that say? Will D-Loc's KMK prevail or slowly dwindle in Crackhead City? I don't know what's gonna happen, but definitely won't prevail. I have to say. I think Fire It Up is number 1. Okay. Let's see here. Motivated for the Truth. Green Album is definitely in that spot. You're right when you're right. You're right when you're right. You're right. You thought the album was Legend, Rap Factor. Okay, well, it's definitely its own thing. You know what I'm saying? You're looking at all their albums. This one definitely stands out, in my opinion, as being like the one that didn't go for the same old vibes. So, Royal Highness number 1 for Mildred Rule. Oh my God, I definitely haven't seen you in here. What's up? How you doing? If you're a new viewer, subscribe. Hit that notification bell, please. You think Green Album's in the bottom for sure. All right. So yeah, we're all in agreement for the most part. That one, for everything that it is, it just isn't for me. Number 12. What do you guys think about number 12 now? I'm having trouble remembering what number 12 was, actually. So, we're in this one together. Oh, here we go. Coast to Coast. Now, if I'm being honest, I gotta say there is some good tracks on this one. I like some of the straightforward hip-hop, you know what I mean? But upon listening to it in its entirety, I couldn't help but think that maybe some of these tracks were like extra leftovers from number 7. And if you listen to it again, it sounds like a lot of the same production. There's like some of the whoa, 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 you know, that guy or whatever the hell that was. And some of the tracks sound like they're just kind of out of nowhere, that they don't have that production. And then you like kind of look at the cover and the overall feel of the album. It's kind of more party tracks. And number 7 was a big party album. This one came out right after number 7. And so it's like kind of just lesser party tracks. There's this really bad song on it, like it's called "Going to the Party" or something. Oh man! But where number 7 was kind of fun and upbeat and a good party album, you know, this one is kind of boring if I'm being honest. I don't know. The best song I'd say is "Coast to Coast." That has some really good verses from everybody. The worst is that "Party" or whatever the hell. And another reason I kind of feel that this album was just kind of put together and just thrown out of like leftover number 7 tracks and whatever. I kind of feel like they're trying to get an album out with leftover number 7 tracks and just whatever else. I kind of feel like the big reason for that too is there's no features on this album. Not from what I saw, at least. And that's just kind of weird. Every KMK album seems to have at least one feature, you know what I mean? If they all don't, then there's special editions that do and whatnot and so forth. But this one, I don't know, man. I remember this image being printed everywhere in skateboards and like posters, and they really pushed this one too. But in my opinion, it was a kind of a letdown. It was released on 6/6/6, June 6, 2006. Let's see, and it was released. What is this? Okay, and yeah, also another reason, it was released directly before Hidden Stash 3. So it seems like they just took tracks that weren't good enough for number 7, weren't good enough for the new Hidden Stash, threw those together and was like, hey, we got another album, let's do some tours. And I don't know. And I think these may have been the tours where they started stripping down the group. I'm not positive on that, but I think it might be. So what are your guys' thoughts on that? What do you guys think about Coast to Coast? Josh Dickinson, what up, man? Just discovered you about a week ago, but really like Kottonmouth King. So I like that you're doing this. Keep it up, man. Thanks. Hey, appreciate you, Josh Dixon. I don't like to beat my audience here up over the head, but I also do a lot of movie reviews and all kinds of shit. I just did a review on the director's cut of the Mario Brothers movie earlier tonight. So, of course, as always, all you guys go check those out. If you want to leave me a link down there for any movies or anything you want me to talk about down the line, any groups, leave them down there. I'll do it if you keep watching. You know what I'm saying? But I do appreciate every single one of you watching. Seriously. See, KMK albums either have great songs or terrible songs. Rap Factor, that's a good point. Motivate for the Truth, yeah. This has some good ones and bad ones. I don't know if it beats out Long Live the Kings and Mile High. I'd put it after those, but yeah, it's up there. Okay. Motivate for the Truth, pretty on point. Okay, okay. Satanists. Okay, so it seems so far we're all pretty much in agreement for the most part. All right, okay. This is number 11 for me. This is I don't know what else to say. Mile High, if I had to speak on it, isn't it weird that was like 10 years ago already? That's strange. The best tracks, Roll Us a Joint, High Haters. I like that Boombox track, the one they did the video for. It's kind of a cheesy video, but I do like that all the fellas are there for the most part. And, minus, who is it? I think Pakalika's not there. That Boombox track is a pretty good breakdance jam. Damn, it's just so. Pac should have been there, man, for this one track at least. Everyone's kind of trying to dance in the video, and it's like you want to see Pac doing his thing, and he's not there. The worst track, Get Some. It's like some weird trance, like club style thing. It's just not for me, man. let's see. They started. I think this may have been the first album that brought in the dubstep sound, like more than just a couple tracks. And ironically, isn't that weird how that dubstep sound still stuck around for 25 to life? What the fuck, man? Oh, yeah. And then I also looked up, saw that there was some bonus tracks, and one of them has a feature from Saint Dog, so that's pretty cool. I love me some Saint Dog. That track was cool, but I don't think it was on the official album. I don't know. One thing that I really didn't like about this album, that I don't like about this KMK lineup in general, is Dirtball. You know, sometimes, upon re-listening to a lot of it, sometimes it really does work, but I find his style clashing so much with Richter especially. And it seems like every time Dirtball has more to do, another member has less to do. Which, you know, it's give or take, better or worse. It is what it is. But man, sometimes his style just clashes with Richter, and it is not my thing. Real boring production overall, but it does have a real boom bop type of style. I wonder if Lou had a lot to do with this one. I think he did. It has some basement jack kind of feel here and there. I feel like that was Lou's influence, that heavy percussion. I don't know. I know Lou was heavily on he was heavily on High Society, and that album too has a real heavy boom bop, real kind of break style. You know, not all throughout, but it does. Oh man, so Mile High for me, and as an album, it didn't really work either. I don't think it doesn't really hold together. It has a real free flow type of. I don't know. It just wasn't my thing really, and I think the album cover is just ugly. Might be one of the worst. Oh my god. What are you guys thinking? Was only Dirtball was only good in Reptilian. Okay. I like Dirtball too. I just don't think he was the best fit more often than not for KMK. You know what I mean? You were a fan of the good. Okay, you're a fan of a good amount. Dirtball needs to. Reptilian, yeah. Maybe I should talk about that one sometime. Okay, Moonshine Rhyme. What is that? Bonus track Rockstar. Yeah, I think that was the one, right? Dirtball should have replaced D-Loc. Oh shit. Okay, let's see, where are we at here? We are at number 10. Okay. Perfect place to take a little hit here. Who else out there is schmoking with me right now? It's illegal where I'm from, so I'm going to hide behind Mr. Possum. And if the law's watching, it's just CBD. It's just CBD, Texas. This one goes out to you folks watching right now. All right, guys. Number 10. Didn't see that coming, did you? I don't know. Maybe you did. Crown Power. What could be said about Crown Power? I think this album actually did have pretty good production. If I'm being honest, I think they really had to have good production on this one. There was no other choice because they lost Richter. Huge blow. What the fuck are you gonna do after that? Well, Crown Power, I guess. Top tracks: Chronotron and Life in the Kingdom. And I also like that track Fuck Off. And it being an ICP, of course they had ICP on this one without Richter, right? And it being an ICP track, I normally, I used to not like the ICP stuff that they did with KMK. If I'm being honest, it grew on me for as much as it could have. And that track's pretty cool. The worst track was, what was that track called? Audio War. I don't like that song. I'm thinking of making a Spotify like playlist or something with my least favorite Kottonmouth King songs. Okay. Let's see here. No Richter, huge. No, I don't want to hear it. No Richter, I don't want to hear it. Salsa-esque at points. I remember I have a little thing here that I was very high when I wrote it. I wrote salsa-esque at points, and I do remember that there was a few like boom, 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 like. And I get it. They're trying to appeal. That's like kind of like that trance club song they did, and whatever. Not my bag of chips. There's some really good D-Loc verses though. So whoever was writing those for him, I still give him the benefit of the doubt. I will say that D-Loc wrote most of his stuff after the early days. There's conflicting opinions on that one, and maybe it's wishful thinking. I don't know. I'm not a D-Loc hater. I went back and listened to Ripper's Side recently, and that shit still holds up. So I think the boy still got it. I realized it was a while back. He just needs to focus on him. The deluxe edition of this one, the Crown Power, the tracks "Fuck What You Heard." There was a cool little Pakalika tribute at the beginning there, and Saint Dog's verse is fucking tight. The cover is like whatever. It's not ugly or anything, but it looks like whatever. It's whatever. It didn't really make an impression. Let's see. It having no Richter alone almost made me pick it as the worst. But if I do that, well, then it's like, where am I going to put Royal Highness? Whatever. What do you guys have to say about this? You thought I put Crown Power on already? Nope, not yet. ICP is trash in my opinion. Rap Factor. I agree. I don't really like ICP or anything. I like the idea of two guys rapping in clown makeup, but I don't care much for ICP. I can't really name any of their songs. I do respect them though. I think it's badass what they did in the music industry. I gotta say that much at least. And I do like keeping up with them. I think they're funny. I like watching their like movie reviews and stuff like that. In fact, I'm going to be reviewing Big Money Hustlers and Big Money Rustlers soon, so stick in on that one. I'm also thinking of doing a video about D-Loc. He's I really like that guy too. Let's see. I was looking like Dirtball. It was looking like Dirtball was going to replace D-Loc for a minute. Oh shit. Whoop times 2. Josh Pettis. All right. Oh, Motivate for the Truth. Liked Audio War. Okay. Where I'm Going is great. Oh, Where I'm Going is great on the Green album. Yeah, that track was cool. That's right. Again, I like Crown Power. Bottom of top half. All right. I also really dig the song Happy on the Green album. Okay. Pimpin' Sessions is fire. And another whoop whoop from Chris Rund. What's up, guys? Again, hit that notification bell, everybody, please. And consider joining the Patreon. I already shared the sweaters and whatnot. It's just, I know Motivated for the Truth might be down to help. If you're watching this, before we get to number 9, I'm really trying to help out Pakalika's family and Saint Dog's family with these hoodies and shirts. They're on my Teespring website, my Teespring account. I will share it right now with you guys. Okay. And 100% of the profits from this is going to Pakalika's family and Saint Dog's family. I am not keeping any of the profit. This is all going directly to them. If you want to help me out in the channel, there's also some Staunch TV stuff up there. But for right now, I'd really like to get these guys something, just to show some support. And Motivated for the Truth. Maybe we can get Fago Lovers involved. That other dude, I can't remember his name. He does a pretty cool podcast, the Beneath the Dirt guy. If you guys can maybe reach out and ask that I'm trying to get as much help with this as possible, maybe we can all get a line set up on Teespring just for Pac and Saints families. That would be awesome. I'm trying to do my part. I'm doing my part. All right. So we're getting down to business here, guys. Number 9. We have 9 left. I have one more big announcement to make with you fellers later on. We'll hold on to that one. For now, number 9. And I don't know what you guys think about this. I think I might get some heat on this one. But we are, this is Staunch TV after all. Now, fired up, don't get me wrong. I think this was the start of a new era. The second wave, if you will. The sub noise, when it was like, I believe this is when they were just full on sub noise, doing everything independent. I remember getting hit up with the, actually, no, my roommate got hit up with a lot of the, not pamphlets, like, I guess, like, mail ads and stuff. He was like, I don't know, not I want to say maybe part of the the SRH and Sub Noise Street Team back in the day, I think. And this album came in, and this was the one with like the double disc. I had the DVD. That was pretty cool. I'm still trying to get a hold of that DVD. If any of you guys got it, please make me a copy and send it my way. I know some of y'all reached out already about sending me some stuff. Thank you. But please, if you can do that. Yeah, and so this was cool. I really liked this album at the time. Don't get me wrong, there's some really good tracks on it. But in my opinion, this album has the worst punk rock from Kottonmouth Kings. The worst. And that's saying a lot. I don't like Kottonmouth Kings punk rock stuff for the most part at all, really. The whoa, it just all seems so manufactured. Every guitar riff, you know exactly where it's going as soon as it starts. There's never anything outstanding about those tracks. And I guess it's coming from like having the punk background or whatever. I just kind of just don't feel like it was genuine, I guess. I don't know. Much like the Kottonmouth Kings skating and stuff, I never really thought that was genuine. If they can't do anything that I can't do, well, then they're not skaters or not. You know what I mean? I question their basketball skills till this day. Yeah, so I always saw this as like the second wave, if you will, of Kottonmouth Kings. Had a different production, a much livelier production, much more bouncy production. There was a lot of like reggae influence on this one too, from what I remember. Favorite tracks, Bring It On. You know, and that album, that song I think is obviously very personal. I don't know what they were going through at the time. Anybody know what Bring It On, what that was aimed at? Was that like Twisted or something? I don't know. But that one seemed very personal for being such a, you know, light album or whatever. The song The Deal is pretty funny. I love that intro. He's like, I'm gonna finish up with this bitch real quick or whatever he said. That shit's hilarious. And Bad Habits. Bad Habits is that proved to be a classic Kottonmouth Kings track. No matter, you know, that I love that song. That one I think has musically a lot. Yeah, Bad Habits might be musically one of the most interesting KMK songs. I gotta say. And aside from those few tracks, though, I really don't think that this album really aged very well. What do you guys think? Hey, Chris Rundy, thank you, sir. $5. If you hit me up after this over on Instagram, I got something special for you, buddy. I didn't want to say donate and you get a special surprise, but now everyone knows. And thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see what you guys are talking about. Fire It Up was one of my favorites when I was in high school. Me too. As I said, I just don't think it aged very well. Ryan Hasty, Bad Habits. Yes. 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 I like that track. You're not wrong, my friend. I feel you on that one, for the record. All right, thank you. I did put a lot of thought into these. I'm glad you guys realized that. Motivated for the Truth. Yeah, I've always had to listen multiple times. And usually the last songs I listen to before I like the punk rock stuff. Or before I liked... Okay, yeah. Taxman was the skater and brought that side. And D-Loc into it, too. Okay, maybe. I don't remember. I just don't remember seeing those dudes ever do anything. You know what I mean? Like, aside from rolling around and... There was like that in one of the DVDs. There's like a little grind thing on a pool, and then they're like trying to find a pool to skate in, but the door's locked. You know, it's like whatever. Okay. Loc can skate and play ball, no doubt. Really? Okay. I do watch his Instagram every now and then. And he hits some pretty impressive shots. Yeah. He probably get wrecked on the court. I haven't heard anyone else say anything about his playing basketball. Yeah, I never hear anyone say anything about it except for that they played in high school and that they took on the Ballers moniker, which, you know, whatever. Who cares? I'm curious. Johnny's Got a Problem is my fave. I'll fire it up. You see, that's probably one of my least favorite. What up, DBK Jace? How you doing, buddy? Loc played college ball. Forget who for who. Okay. Again, special thanks to Chris Rundy. That was awesome. And hit me up on Instagram, or I'll do my best to get a hold of you after this. That is staunch_TV on Instagram. I got a special surprise for you, my friend. Anybody who donates in the super chat or joins the Patreon, I have a very special gift for you. So just throwing that out there. Let's see, where are we at now? I'm glad everyone didn't, freak out about that one. I thought guys were gonna bust my ass on that one. Here we go with number 8. Yeah, this one almost made it way lower on the list, but it got number 8. That's about halfway basically. So I was surprised myself with this one. All I really have to say is that there is a few good tracks on this one. In my opinion, one of the best Kottonmouth Kings tracks in a while at that point was Black Smoke, and I really like that track. That one also, like Bad Habits, not to compare the two, but they both Bad Habits and Black Smoke both have a lot going on musically, like. As far as like, I can just throw on this beat or whatever, those two to me are some of the most impressive. I really like that beat. And the track too, I don't know, couldn't really tell if that was a personal one. I don't know. I noticed there's a lot of personal stuff on these, and I would love to find out what a lot of that is, but why dig up old Cheese Man, right? All right. I think this is the best album done. I think that Black Smoke, my bad. Sorry, guys. I'm having some trouble on the screen here. Is everything running straight over there on your end? It's saying that it's not running smooth on mine. But if y'all guys are good, we're good. I think that Black Smoke was the best track done with that lineup in general, if I can say that. If I had to show someone a Kottonmouth Kings song with, the Long Live the Kings lineup, that would be the track. And then there was the Fuck the Police, the NWA little homage. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah. This album, I almost, again, ranked so much lower because there is no Pakalika. When it comes down to it, on just listening to an album, do you really need Pakalika? I like to think, yeah, for sure. Not only was he doing the interludes and, saying stuff here and there, I like to think that Pac was the glue that held KMK together. You lose Pac, you lose that glue, you got to figure out what else you're going to do. So what do? They got Dirtball. And in my opinion, this album wasn't much. Aside from those 2 tracks, I really didn't like it. That Stomp song was alright, I guess. I really don't like the Droog thing. That was so lame. Like, why the Clockwork Orange thing? Daddy X started painting his face. It's like, dude, don't paint your face that late in your career. Why do people do that? Ja Red, Head PE. Why do people do that? The dude from Korn. I don't know. It's so cringy. Don't do it. What do you guys think about getting face paint late in your career? Oh my god. Yeah, so let's see. Overall, I think Long Live the Kings was just like another party album. By this point, marijuana was essentially legalized, so all of the, pro-legalization, free the plant, all the stuff that got me to love Kottonmouth Kings when I was a kid was pretty much all gone at this point. I say as a kid, as a teenager. So it was just really a really strange era for Kottonmouth Kings as far as I'm concerned. You watch my initial Rise and Fall of Kottonmouth Kings video, and you really see my raw opinion on it. And by the way, I've been getting some messages, people leaving comments, saying that maybe I should try to re-edit the Kottonmouth Kings, the Rise and Fall. But if I do that, that's like my biggest views ever. That's like almost like 70,000 views or something. I don't know. I just don't want to. I don't want to take that hit, man. So what I'm thinking of doing is going in and cutting a few parts out. Just snipping it up. I don't see why anyone would go watch that again. Anyways, not when we have the Chronicles, right, guys? Okay. Another thing that I found out: Long Live the Kings was basically like a vehicle for solo tracks. Like Dirtball had a solo track on it. Richter had a solo track on this Kottonmouth Kings album. And even Daddy X had one, I think. So, that goes to show, sticking up for D-Loc again. D-Loc's talking about all these different eras of Kottonmouth Kings. There was this era of Kottonmouth Kings that happened where albums had solo tracks from one guy. So what's to be said there? I don't know. Maybe he could have made a case there. I don't think he mentioned that. But, you know, whatever. The Clockwork Orange thing, super, super lame. Don't do that. Especially if you're going to try to do more punk stuff like they did on this album. It's just like the Addicts already did it. Fucking Lower Class Brats. It's been done by better punk bands than you, sad to say. Kottonmouth Kings, they really try the punk stuff. In my opinion, it is not there. Some really bad tracks on this one. Lucky Day and Rampage was like, fuck me. What is happening? I could not. I couldn't do it. I could not do it. Oh my god. So what do you guys have to think? What do you guys think about that one? Let's see here. Okay, same song off Richter's solo record. Yeah, that's right. Josh Perez, thanks, buddy. Hit me up on Instagram after this. Motivated for the Truth. RP saying much love. Thanks for your work. Stop. Hey guys, thank you so much for all the support. Motivated for the Truth. I will put $10 aside from your donation that will go directly to the Saint Dog and Pakalika Fund. Thank you. And Josh Perez, you guys be sure to hit me up after this, all right? You can find me on Instagram at staunch_TV. You can just maybe comment down here where I can get a hold of you, or you can even email me right here. Might be best just to email me. That way I can get y'all's info and everything. I appreciate you fellas. Really do. Let's see here. What are you guys saying? Those albums are bomb too. Okay. Let's see. Saint could skate. Okay. The first one. Okay. I could buy Saint maybe doing it. Let's see. Saint was first at everything. Okay. I can't stand the dirtball. Chris Rundy, yeah, you know, I think he was just a bad choice. I really do. Okay, Saint was okay. I read that already. Stomp was trash. Sorry. Yeah, it was pretty bad, man. It was hard to pick good tracks on that album, if I'm being totally honest. Wow. Kottonmouth Kings don't stand for gang. Kottonmouth Kings just let the nuts hang. Okay. Thanks, guys. I'm getting a lot of response. I appreciate every single one of you. You are all so awesome. In fact, let's do another hit for the homies watching. Nickelbag, is that what you're talking about? Stomp on these bugs. Stomp on them. So whack. Oh, that's funny. Okay, here. This goes out to everyone that donated just now. Josh Perez. Motivated for the Truth, and Chris Rundy. You guys be sure to hit me up. This one goes out to y'all. It's CBD, Texas. It's CBD. Stop it, Texas. Back up. Nothing to see here, Texas. All right. We are at number 7, everybody. I also forgot what this one was, so let's see. Oh, shit. Yeah. This one was actually pretty good. As I said at the beginning of the stream, I did not realize that this was considered a full album. I guess, you know, the Kings, they were trying a lot of different things back when, including doing a hidden stash and making it a full album. This album, what can I say about Hidden Stash 2? It is damn near perfect. Almost the perfect Kottonmouth Kings album, if I'm being honest. The only reason it didn't rank higher is because I honestly didn't realize it was a full album. I don't think it really feels like a full album. A lot of it feels kind of out of nowhere. I believe this one had is this the one that had My Mind's Playing Tricks on Me? Yeah, it was, right? So that was a great cover. I love that. I prefer that one to the Ghetto Boys, and I'm from Texas. What can I say? So to me, I love this whole album. I didn't have any favorite tracks. I didn't have any least favorite tracks. I thought maybe you guys could let me know what y'all thought about Hidden Stash 2. Let's see. Rolling it up for you guys. Positive vibes. Thanks, buddy. DBK Jace, you the man. Ryan Hasty, this is a nice one. One of my favorites. Me too. Yeah, for sure. DBK, the drums in Dying Days sound worse than 25 to Life somehow. Oh, god damn. That is a statement. I will go give that a listen after this. I want to mark that one down right here. Okay. Love this one. Yes, one of my all-time favorites. Me too. What are some of y'all's favorite tracks on it? Did this one have Pimp Twist on it, or am I tripping? Was that was Pimp Twist like a hidden track? I don't remember. I really like Pimp Twist though. In my opinion, that song doesn't get nearly enough love. But yeah, Life Rolls On. Yeah, there you go. That's the one that got the video, and there was also a video for My Mind's Playing Tricks on Me, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure I remember seeing like a low res video of that. I could be wrong. Life Rolls On was good. New Destinations, yeah. I mean, there's really nothing bad on it, and even like the more like stonier stuff, I didn't really have much of that, but the kind of the stuff that it did have, I didn't mind it at all. I like the rawness of it. I like how it was still like you had some old school Richter, I believe. Saint was on this one too. Didn't he have a feature on there, if I'm not mistaken? Which was probably just an old track or whatever. But it's really cool that this is considered a full album, a noob or whatever. I didn't realize that. And it's cool that they did this. They made a little off record and did it officially. That would have been one hell of a tour. Can you imagine? Anybody see Kottonmouth Kings for the Hidden Stash 2 tour? Did that happen? I don't know. On the Run with Dog Boy was my jam. Yeah, I don't really care for Dog Boy, but that was a good one. Pimp Twist is on Royal Highness. Okay, my bad. I'm all stupid. Okay, thank you for that, for the record. Welcome to the Suburbs. Yeah, that was a good one. A little cheesy, but a good. They're all just so good. There are 5 Hidden Stash albums. Yeah, I know. And it kind of disappointed me that that Hidden Stash 2 was official album, because I'm also I wanted to rank the Hidden Stash records, and I still might do that. I want to rank all their solo stuff. I want to rank their albums like that. I want to rank the Hidden Stash, the Soldiers, all that stuff. I'm going to need y'all's help for all of it, so I will let you guys know when all of that comes on. Let's see. The new Kottonmouth King record, decent until the second half. It was, okay, I'll say it was at the most decent until almost the second half. On the Run, there you go. Yeah, so overall, pretty damn good album. Like, nothing really to complain about there. Hidden Stash 2, it would have ranked higher, as I said. It's just, it didn't quite have the album feel. And as far as my favorite lineups and go, everyone's there playing, but it's not tight enough. All right, guys, next up. Yeah, Cloud 9. What do you guys think of Cloud 9? I really enjoyed this album. I gotta say, I remember not liking it when it came out. I remember buying this one. It was a few months after, and I was just like, "What is this crap?" I think it's actually pretty cool though. It held up. There's some good tracks on here. For instance, City to City, the Tech 9 track. Everyone's really bringing it on that one. It's like, well, shit, we got Tech 9 on here. We gotta up our game. I think this may be the best album to feature Daddy X as a Kottonmouth King. Yeah, I think so. There's another, maybe there's 2 that I give to Daddy X for really bringing it, and this one I think he really did. Daddy X upped his game in this album. I do believe that. Think for Yourself, that track. You watch my Kottonmouth Kings, The Rise and Fall. I talk about how I don't like it and how I don't like things with ICP. That track grew on me too. Man, I don't know what's going on. It's whenever the Kings do these tracks that have a lot musically going on, those tend to grow on me over time. I don't know what is going on. What is up with anybody else like the Speak for Yourself track or the Think for Yourself, whatever? It's a pretty boring overall concept. I think like one thing that was cool with the old Kottonmouth albums is this. They're not that they're like concept albums, but there was definitely like a theme, I suppose. And then they come back heavy with themes later down the line. And this is something you can kind of tell when whenever their stuff's kind of not all there, I feel, whenever there's not much of a vibe going on overall, you know. And this one, I think, is kind of all around the place. But then again, you know, that's something that grew out of their early albums. So I don't know if it's fair to judge them like that or not. But, you know, this is just a ranking, so whatever. There's a lot of, like, smoke weed songs on this one. I guess that's the whole thing. Cloud, like, oh, we're on Cloud 9. We're all stoned. All right, you know, whatever. They're not really talking about legalizing or like pro-pot movements or any sort of reformation. They're just, like, saying we smoke weed. No substance, really, to any of those tracks. Overall, good flows, good verses whenever they're there, you know, I think. But a lot of the stony stuff is just like, what? The production on the punk rock is good. I think this has the best punk rock to come from Kottonmouth Kings. If I had to give it any point in time, this has the best sounding punk rock, at least. Like, you can be at a party or something, listen, and they have punk rock playing on the radio or whatever they have, you know, is going on, and you throw on one of these punk tracks in the midst of everything, and no one will know the difference. Or maybe they will. There's the ending track is not one of the stony tracks, which seems to be a thing for Kottonmouth Kings. Every final track's like, and it's like, why you end every album like that? It's, yeah, whatever. This one has a pretty banging final track, which I gotta give credit for. Let's see, my favorite tracks. Controlled Substance, yeah, that was a good one. Overall, there's really good production. Everything's real powerful, real strong. It's just, you know, the Kottonmouth Kings, they're just like, yeah, we smoke weed. It's like ICP putting an album out saying, yeah, we're clowns. You know, there's got to be something more there, you know, or maybe there doesn't. What do you guys think? For the record, thank you, sir. Go ahead and get a hold of me as well. Let's see. What are y'all guys thinking here? What number is this? I believe we are at number 7. Wait, are we at number 7? No, we're at number 6. Cloud9 is number 6. Best live show for this album. San Francisco show at the Ballroom. Oh, wow. Turtle Don't Give a Fuck. Nice. Was everyone there? Did they have, like, the full band and stuff? Whenever I got to see them, Pac was there, Lou was there, but that was it. The full band was gone. Let's see. On Coast to Coast, I really dig Bong Tok and Where's the Weed At? Where's the Weed At was all right, I guess. You know, that one has a more party vibe. I don't mind a few weed tracks. It's Kottonmouth Kings after all. But just have something going. Make it a joke, or, you know, talk shit about the cops or something, you know. That's what we need Saint Dog for, to talk some shit. Put your leaders. Oh, Lightas in the Sky was dope live, I bet. Yeah, that must have been the shit. Fired Up album, best album all around. Damn. I'm very sorry, Turtle Don't Give a Fuck. That one we already passed. Lightas. Okay, yeah, that track was cool. Yeah. Let's see. Proud to be a stoner. All right. You miss mosh pits. I don't. Shit. I'm at that age where I just kind of hang back and watch. You know what I mean? All right. So we are at number 5. Big announcement coming soon. I hope to get you guys involved in what I have planned. Again, thank you so goddamn much for everyone who donated. I seriously appreciate that. Consider buying a sweater or a shirt. Again, the KMK Chronicles sweaters, all profits go to Saint Dog and Pakalika. And we have a big event happening on the show in about a month. So that'll be cool. We got someone very cool joining us. Okay, number 5. Here we go, number 5. Number 7. I wanted to make number 7, but it just didn't happen that way. I really enjoy this album. This might be my overall favorite Kottonmouth Kings album. To me, you know, I talk about like waves or whatever. There's that second wave that started with Fired Up that I refer to as the second wave. and that still had a lot of heavy pro legalization, stuff. There was a lot of the punk songs or whatever, but it still had that vibe. They were still going. They were still the OG Kings as much as they could be. And to me, number 7 was the first real drop off of that whole feel. Nowhere in number 7 are they like, legalize the plant or, set my homie free or, legalize this, decriminalize that. It just doesn't really happen. If it does, it wasn't notable. I'll tell you that. And it's their Kottonmouth King's first real party album. Something that they would do again down the line, right after this one, as I said earlier, with Coast to Coast, which I think is suspect. But their first real party album, with talking about 24 spinning when I pull up to the club, and then put the bong down. Nothing but party tracks. A lot of bump going on. Really, really glossy production. I love it. A well-rounded, tight album. There's not too much of anything. You know what I mean? I really like Take a Bath is one of my favorite tracks. It's so stupid. King Click, classic track. Maybe one of their last real OG classic tracks. Put It Down is tight. What song did they have with Tech Nine on that one? I think Tech Nine's on that track, on that album. Overall, I really can't praise number 7 enough. I think it is a solid album. Could have been better. Could have been way worse. I like what they did with it. This is also from when I remember opening the booklet, and seeing like they had some name changes. Like I don't remember all of them, but anybody have the CD booklet? Maybe you can let me know if I miss any. There was a Extra X or some shit like that. XTRAX. And it's like Daddy X. It's like, why would you change your name right now? And then a D double dash or some shit. I don't know. Or I forgot what it was. And I get it. They're just fucking around. They're doing their thing. But at the time, I was like, why do this? But, looking back now, if it was kind of like a rebranding, the black and white slickness, the coolness of the whole thing, it is what it is. So what do you guys have to say about number 7? Let's see. One thing I liked about... Okay, y'all guys still talking about Mile High over there. Still in the group. X's very song, Where the Weed At? Okay, it felt corny to me, of course. And it's Daddy X. I'm not sure when and where the events where Pac died. It may have been while they were recording that. I know one track has like a random little throw shout out to him. So who knows, man? I'm not sure. I have to get back to you on that one. Definitely gonna snag a hoodie. DBK Jace. Thank you. And if you buy anything, if you donate me to money on this right now, if you buy anything from my store, join the Patreon, especially if you join the Patreon, you get a goodie bag with a lot of cool shit. But if you do anything to help out the channel, all you gotta do is reach out to me, send me an email or whatever, and I have some stuff that I want to send your way. Nothing much. It's just a little something I've been holding for the staunch supporters, if you will. Bobby, Josh Dixon. Bobby B were still part of it as well, so you had something that was after 2010 and a little bit more modern, but it still had the Kings plus some features. If you know Saint, but it still had all the Kings plus some features of Saint Rapid with Dirtball. I'm not sure that Munchies. That was a weird track. You should play songs while you review. I would, Chris. If I do that though, then I get demonetized, and then I lose out on everything. It's just the demonetization thing. It's I have it, so I want to keep it. Why not? I'm thinking maybe I can go later and add music to these, but I'm going to be addressing that a bit later. I don't want to get ahead of myself. The coach in the intros, yeah, hell yeah, I love that. They need to bring that dude back. I'm not sure if he's still alive. I think he passed away soon. Friends, yeah, there you go. King's Blend was first KMK album I heard at 16. I'm not sure what album that is. King's Blend? I think that was on High Society, if I'm not mistaken. People come, people go, Peace of Mind. Yeah, a lot of good tracks, man. A lot of good tracks. Take another hit before we get going, guys. This goes out to all of you again watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's keep this trade going. We are at number 4. We're almost done. We are the top 5. What do you guys think? Kingdom Come. Could this really rank any higher or any lower? I don't know. Now, this album for me it came out when I was completely out of the KMK bracket, if you will. Whenever I decided to look into Kottonmouth Kings, and I was like, I think I'm gonna make a Rise and Fall video on KMK. I jumped back into it, and this was where they were at. Kingdom Come was out. Saint was in jail. The shit had gone down, you know, so to speak. It was all still very hush-hush, so I didn't know exactly what was happening. But, you know, really good beats on this one. I'm not sure how this worked. This seemed to be an overall D-Loc production. He had that Kingmaker shit help with him or whatever. I don't know. I know there's like some rights issues with this one. All kinds of stuff. I would love to get my hands on this on vinyl if they ever do that. I don't know. But there's some good tracks on here, man. And it ranks so high because I do love me some Saint Dog. And this has Saint, Loc, and Richter. Well, and, you know, if we're going to get rid of some Kings and have to keep some for one album at least, it could have been worse, you know. A lot of the tracks are nothing to write home about, though, you know. Nothing really stands out aside from Loyalty is Royalty. I believe that song, that track. That's a good track. I legit like that song, the beat. But you can tell, like, the production on that one was just planned and done. Like, this is going to be the single. And maybe a few of those other tracks are just kind of, I don't know. Everything with Richter on it's pretty tight. Although, watching Richter's live stream, when I did, you know, that Richter Speaks video I did, he talks about how he kind of let the friendship get in the way, and he did music when he shouldn't have done it. Should have done this, should have done that. I think maybe that started on this album because Richter seems to be just like, okay, your turn, go, Richter, and then he goes, and then, you know. But that being said, Richter's good anywhere, so whatever, I'll take it, man. What do y'all guys think about Kingdom Come? Let's hear it. Kingdom Come was good. Was a good one. Saw them on tour after that album. Ryan Hasty, who did you see on tour for that album? What lineup was it? Because when I was making the video, also the initial video, my first KMK video, I could not find any flyers or any dates for any Kingdom Come tours. I didn't see it happen. I would like to see something on that. They faked their deaths, really. Legacy Lives, best song on Kingdom Come. Okay, I'm somehow not familiar with that one. Even Loc was still on it. Yep. I think Saint couldn't perform for the Kingdom Come record tour because of probation. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So was that tour just that one they did where it was just Loc and Richter? Where they did those fests and stuff like that? Was that it? Kingdom Come should have been the reviving of KMK. Instead, we're here. Oh, shit. Wow. That is a true statement. Charles Richards. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell, Charles Richards. And thanks for commenting. That's a good one. I'm gonna quote you on that one. DBK Jace. Kingmaker still sells the CDs on their web store. Okay. They need to put that shit on vinyl. Till I Die. Smoke one more. Legacy Lives is the best song on that. The beat is incredible. Richter nails and is best intro by Saint Dog. Yeah, everything they did. Like I said, every song with Richter, spot on, man. You don't think you listen to this one all the way through, DB? Why not, bud? It actually holds up pretty well. It's just kind of boring, in my opinion. The CD just showed up to your house a couple days ago. Nice. Maybe I should get one of those. Legacy Lives featuring Johnny Richter. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, Richter is definitely jabbing at Loc in that new King Click track. No doubt. Okay. Yeah, so that's where I place Kingdom Come. We are in the top 3, fellas, and I'm not going to keep you up too much longer, so we're going to keep this going. High Society, number 3. I almost put this one number 1. I love High Society. In my opinion, like KMK was really like, we have to show these motherfuckers that we're here to stay with this album. They had to let motherfuckers know that they were not a one-trick pony. And even so, with Richter coming in and Saint leaving, there must have been a lot of pressure there. And with the big budget videos and, Capitol breathing down their necks, must have been quite the time for the Kottonmouth Kings. I wish I could have seen them during this time. Shit. Anybody see them during the High Society era? In my opinion, this is one of their most interesting albums. Throws a lot of sounds at the wall. A lot of sounds. And along with those other tracks I mentioned before, this one has some pretty decent punk tracks, I suppose. Really cool features. I actually like that Wicked Clown song. That one grew on me too. From ICP. What the hell? And King's Blend, classic. Peace Not Greed. Like you started getting some real classic tracks from KMK. Peace Not Greed was like mentioned on TRL. I believe they made the countdown one time. It was like on MTV all the time. I remember that. Very strange. Homeboy from TSOL. What? Jack Grisham. Oh man, definitely a lot of good tracks on here. I don't really have any tracks I didn't like. Not that I'd really have to. Not that I'd mention. What do you guys think about High Society? I really like the drums on this one. The boom, bop, da, bop. There's just some real hard, straightforward percussion. And talking to Lou, he told me that, yeah, this is the album that he had the most to do with. Out of everything, High Society was the album where Lou had the most to do, which is pretty badass. What do you guys think about High Society? The Zong Days. Round and Round and Daydreaming Phases. Yeah, Daydreaming Phases, another fucking classic. Like, this is a classic album. And what a record to come out after Royal Highness, right? Like, shit. Alright, so I seem to have nailed this one too good. I've seen them twice. Cloud9, then Logan Richter, Hanging On by a Thread. Oof, I only got to see them once for the number 7 album. Josh Dixon, I think on some special edition of Mile High, they have this track. I forgot the name, but it's a bonus track. And it has Saint Dog. Do you guys remember what it's called? Loved High Society. Yeah, I don't remember that track. Not sure. Okay, guys. I'm going to have to take a quick little detour. I'll be back in like a few seconds. No big deal. Hang. Don't go anywhere, please. Smoke a bowl. Okay. All right, we are back. So, yeah, High Society, that's where I put that one. Damn it, I would love to get my hands on this vinyl as well. Every time I see it, it's like $300 plus, or like, god damn. It is so stupid. I get so jealous when I see people that have a copy. Lou told me he's going to give me a bunch of records and shit next time I'm out there. I'm really hoping that one's in it. The Joint, yeah, that's a funny track. We the People and Elevated Sound, Daydreaming Phases. Got to see these guys perform at G-Day in LA last year before the shutdown. Oh, really? That's cool. Take a dab. I have some dabs. I'm not going to try to do that on camera right here, though. That's for after. I actually had to give the piece to my roommate before he goes to sleep, so I'm done smoking tonight, guys. I'm pretty high anyways. Saint was on 3 tracks from Mile High. Okay, awesome. There you go. From what I remember, I have those written down somewhere down here. Those are definitely fucking tight. Coffee shop, yeah. And like I don't know, to me, High Society, that's like whenever they got that big push, you know. That's when they did all the cannabis cup shit or whatever. And I talk about a vibe. Shit. We used to get so high and watch those fucking DVDs and listen to this album. Believe it or not, motocross actually got me into KMK. Oh wow. I was wondering how big the motocross thing was. What video is it? Bring It On, right? I think it's Bring It On, where they're like, it's all just motocross bells and shit. I always wondered how big of influence that had. I know SRH used to have like a racing team. I'd like to hear more about that, about how motocross got you into it. No, I'm Late was catching up. The Green Album was one of my favorites. Oof. That one's further down the line. Sorry, James Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Again, if you are just tuning in, like, subscribe, share, do all that type of shit. Be sure to hit that notification bell. Plenty of cool stuff coming on Staunch TV. And I gotta keep saying this. Everyone, please go watch the rest of my videos. It's not just KMK Chronicles I do. I would love to have you guys involved in everything. Cannabis Cup footage and Kingsblend video. Hell yeah, that was awesome. They were in a dirt bikes back in the day, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm going to talk about when D-Loc broke his leg and was on crutches. Just back for a quick sec, okay. Heard them on Adventures of Twitch and Scummy. Had nothing but sub noise tracks on it. Really? Huh. Never heard of that one. I guess I missed that on my last video. The episode of Chronicles where I did the soundtrack stuff. Shit. Alright, guys. We are at number 2. And I had to do it. Royal Highness. Yeah, I put Royal Highness not at number 1, number 2. I love this album. To me, it is perfect. It is one of my favorite hip-hop albums in general, if I'm being honest. I love Saint's verses on it are fucking flawless. It's all a little cheesy, I guess. Yeah, whatever. But to me, Royal Highness might personally be my favorite, but I couldn't rank it as such, mainly because no Richter, I guess. And you know, I guess they hadn't really quite found their sound at that point. I don't really care for Dog Boy. I don't think Dog's Life was a solid single. I think that they're really trying to be pushed as like this hip young group at the time by the labels or whatever. And I don't know. It always kind of sat weird with me. These young dudes, like the flashy videos, whatever. Something about it. It was like around the new metal time. Something about it just doesn't settle with me very well. I'm not sure what it is, and it doesn't really, as perfect as an album as it is. I don't really know how well it flows together. I don't really know. I mean, it's like, who knows? It's not my least favorite. It's not my least favorite Daddy X stuff, but it's almost there. Almost there. I didn't realize how big a role Daddy X had in this album. You know, I didn't realize the importance of Daddy X's role until a few albums later. So, you know, I got to take this one in. This is like one of the first ones I owned, I believe. Favorite tracks, Planet Budtron. My favorite Kottonmouth Kings track of all time is probably Play On, which is on this one, of course. And, you know, I said this might have been the weakest from Daddy X. This album is definitely the weakest of D-Loc. I gotta say, there's some weak ass D-Loc flows on this one. You can tell he is really trying, like really trying. Good album though. I really like the rawness of it. You get raw sounds and raw production, and you get like the label backing with the glossy videos, and you get Saint Dog involved. There's something there. You just need to get Daddy X out of being all up in the camera and all up in the videos, and you know, D-Loc trying his hardest to, you know, it was just a little amateurish, I guess, compared to what I consider their best. Before we get to that, what do you guys have to say? Okay. From the OG Metal Militia days. I remember that shit. Planet Budtron, Misunderstood. Yeah. Misunderstood. Yeah. There was what's that track on that album? I can't remember now. Discombobulated is the shit. DB, yo, Staunch, you should upload the old DVDs like the Endless Highway DVD. That would be great. I haven't seen that in a long time. Yeah, maybe I'm thinking of like reviewing those and uploading big chunks here and there, because I want to keep the chronicles going for sure. Same as me, bro. Your 1 and 2 should probably be the same. Yeah, it's kind of obvious, I guess, what my number 1 is at this point. Yeah, Daddy X was super cringe, especially in the beginning. Dirt Slang, there you go. Number 1, you got that sucks how you have to like say the first one now, right? Good top 3. Rolling Stone is when I got into them. There you go. So High, there you go. That's a track. My first 2 albums, Royal Highness and High Society. No, Loke's Weakest was 25. Okay, you got me there. Loke's Weakest was 25 to life. Anyone eat shrooms? I don't eat shrooms anymore. Me and my skate, that's a good one. All right, guys. So before we get to my very obvious number 1 pick, I just want to say again, if you can please check out all of our fine products over at my store. Get yourself some staunch wear. I like the back to this one. I'm thinking of getting some like, I don't know, face masks, some other shit made with just movies, music, whatever. See how those sell. And if you get a hoodie or any KMK Chronicles product, all profits will go to Saint Dog and to Pakalika's families. Both of their families will finally get a little bit of money out of the whole ordeal, you know. As far as I've heard, they have not been paid whatever they were owed for whatever fucking things they did involving D-Loc in the last few years. I think Richter's points were all pretty on point. I don't see why he'd lie about that. So I think it's pretty safe to say that they can use any help they want. I'm sure they're not, you know, hurting for my handout or whatever, but anything I can do or us as fans can do, I think we should do. Don't you agree? I do think so. If you donate more than $10 right now on the super chat, if you donate $12, you know what I mean, I will split it and half of it will go to them as well. So whatever you send me here, if it's more than $10, half of it goes directly to them. Thanks for everyone who donated again. Thanks for everyone who's already purchased stuff. That is awesome. I would like to see pictures of you guys sporting it. And keep this little community we have going. There's plenty to talk about. It's not like the Chronicles are over just because, you know, KMK is essentially over. There's still plenty of things I want to go over. There's still plenty of things we could rank. There's plenty of people I can talk to. Plenty of interviews to be had. Plenty of albums to be talked about. Plenty of stuff coming down the pipeline to be talked about and to be discussed. As we are all pretty big fans, I'm becoming a bigger fan of this stuff the more I talk about it, ironically, right? Okay, speaking of which, I know I can't really play music on while I do these reviews and whatnot. I'm going to get rid of this picture for now. So one thing I want to do to get be a bit more interactive is I used to do a radio show called Lost in the Staunch. And now what I'm going to do now is do like a KMK radio or Subnoise radio. It'll be once a week. It'll be recorded live. It'll be also live streamed like this is. Only when I play the music, I'll have to mute it. But if you're listening in on the radio, on the station as well, I'll get to play tracks and you'll still hear whatever commentaries I'll have afterwards. Essentially, it'll be like a podcast, I imagine, like basically starting a podcast with all this stuff. But only on radio, I have the chance to play whatever the fuck tracks I want to. And that includes any and all Subnoise or any related tracks, any Kottonmouth Kings, anything. It's an internet radio station. So I got a lot of listeners from overseas. So maybe you guys combine with them, we can really get something going there. I think that's a pretty good platform to be doing this more often. So I'm not like just doing a bunch of chronicles needlessly or a lot of live streams just to keep in touch with you guys if I don't really have anything to say. At least this way, I can zero out a band. We can talk about a band, and I can play music from that band after. We can play specific tracks. You guys can let me know what you want to hear. In fact, we can have call-ins. You guys can call in, chat with me directly. And to all of our listeners, we'll still be doing the live chats, of course. But you'll be able to call in, be part of the podcast, be part of the show, especially if you are a Patreon. If you're a Patreon, well, then you get in 100% behind the scenes of the Kottonmouth experience, of the KMK Chronicles experience. Now, in order to do that, all you got to do is the $5 tier. That's the cheapest one. And if you just let me know that you're a KMK Chronicler, you get the full scoop. You get to come in on the show, whatever. You'll get first dibs if you want to call in. If you have anything you want to say to any of the guys, whenever I'm doing interviews with some of the musicians or some of the sub-noise artists, I'll get questions directly from you to them and get them answered for you directly. And we'll get to the bottom of this together. You guys will be directly helping me out, and we'll be directly be in contact and be able to really get something going. You know what I mean? So I think it'd be pretty cool. I don't know what I'm going to call it. KMK Radio, Subnoise Radio, something like that. But that way will be much more interactive, and we'll be able to listen to music without it getting flagged. If I play one of those tracks, for instance, like off Royal Highness, it gets blocked in like half the country and other territories, and nobody gets to see this. So what's the point? You know what I mean? And I can play clips, but then it's like we have all these verses I want to go over. It's long form internet radio, you know, kind of like Friday nights. Maybe I can do it. I'll figure all that out. It'll be live still. I'll still be doing Chronicle episodes on the side. I think it's a cool idea. What do you guys think about that? Let me see. Interview Matt Child. I've hit him. I sent him a few messages, man. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not getting any responses. Get an interview with Judge D. That would be awesome. Taxman was still part of the group during Mile High too, correct? I don't know. I think he was out of there after the Green album, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. When's the last time they collab with Tech? Okay, I'm not sure about that either. Only thing is for sure, nothing's for sure, regardless. Okay. Who knows? Maybe Loc will get back on the track. I don't think so, man. Or get back on track. Yeah, I also don't think so. Their ball was to replace Richter, no matter what they said about him being there for a fresh person. Yeah. They had him in there to make sure they can keep up with Richter before they let Richter leave. They had to make sure he was, whatever excuses. I just don't think Dirtball was quite the right fit. Anyways, let me know. I would like to do that radio show. That way we can listen to songs and talk about them. And while the song's playing, I can keep up with the chats and whatnot. And it'll be cool. Let me know if you guys have any interest in listening to a Subnoise related live call-in show where you can all take part in. That sound cool to you? Let me know. So let's get to the number one album, which is pretty obvious at this point. Rolling Stone, in my opinion, the perfect Kottonmouth Kings album, even though Satan Dog isn't on it. This one, the overall production, every track goes just as it should. I mean, shit. This has so many fucking bangers on it. So many classic tracks. Sleepers, which was another very personal song. I think we all know about Sleepers. 420, Full Throttle was fuck everybody who said I couldn't rap. You know what's kind of weird is their liberal use of the F word in a lot of these tracks that rhymes with slag. Shit. Endless Highway, this whole era, the Endless Highway DVD and this album, to me is like, that's like a pretty good little opening entrance to the whole saga, you know. You don't even need to hear the rest of the stuff. You can start from there and go on and not even be familiar with what happened before it and still be a huge Kottonmouth Kings fan. It's strange how that works. Enjoy, that's a good track. Positive Vibes, as far as those songs go, I do like that one. That's the Stony tracks. Positive Vibes might be my favorite of their Stony tracks. Zero Tolerance. Strange song. I know I said I don't like the punk stuff too much. That song's cool. I do like that one. I like the legalization stuff from them. And this was still heavy in the legalization era, if you will. And there were still a lot of tracks that were talking about legalize this, the plant is not a crime, and that kind of shit. And to me, it's all about that vibe and that aura and that essence, so to speak. And to me, that is Kottonmouth Kings. Really, it really is. Um, let's see. If I had to pick my favorite tracks off Rolling Stone, obviously, well, I say obviously, it's one of their more, I don't know, one of the more real songs, I think, is Waking Dream. That one is the shit. I love that song. And Sleepers is a really good song. Built to Last has a great beat. That, man, I want to like rip that shit off somehow. Rap Game Ronnie Miller track. Beat Jackers. We're gonna do that soon. I'll let you know when that comes up. It's a really personal, some really personal tracks on this one too. You can kind of tell that they're in a spot. They're in a weird place. I don't know if it was like inner turmoil, or I'm thinking it had to have something to do with the label. Capitol had to have been a bitch. It couldn't have all been, a good time working with those guys. I don't know. But, this album overall has everything that they're known for. You have Legalization. You have their, like, stony vibe songs. You got the hard boom bop hip hop. You know what I mean? You got the rip hop, the punk rock stuff. Aside from Saint Dog not being on it, the perfect KMK album. It maintains their sound. You can tell everyone was involved. And it is still raw. It has that raw holdover kind of from Royal Highness. It's strange because they lost that rawness a lot with High Society. High Society was a very produced album. The rawness comes back, in my opinion, with Rolling Stone, and it's something that I think KMK thrives with whenever they get it right. When KMK gets the rawness correct, it is spot on, and that's why I gotta say Rolling Stone, my number one favorite Kottonmouth Kings album. Do you guys agree? Let's see. You got Rest of My Life. You got a lot of people talking here. Long live the Kings of good stuff. I got my bong, my butts, and my baseball bat. There you go. Motivated for the Truth knows what the hell I'm talking about. Josh Dixon. I have a Bluetooth speaker that broke. But how's the album art for Ripperside on it? It's dope, so I'm definitely keeping that forever. Bought it. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, Ripperside's tight. I do like that one. I'm thinking about talking about that one sometime. Built to Last, Float Away on the Sun. Yeah. All good shit. No mention Bobby B this whole time. He was integral. Yeah, as I said, everyone did their part. I think Bobby B, I think seeing that shit live, you really see what Bobby B brought to the show. As I said, like, man, in my initial videos, you start losing Bobby B, Pakalika, Taxman, and the mob mentality really starts to fall out. And it's fucking crazy to think that it's just one guy now. But Bobby B, I also think, is a bit entitled. And I only say this because I've talked to a few people. I'm not trying to talk shit, but they've said some funny things about working with Bobby B and about him, about the B standing for baby. It's, but Bobby, I hear he might be coming back. We'll see. Right now, man, I wish people were talking, I feel like the people that aren't talking right now either want nothing to do with it at all or are hiding something. Or maybe both. I don't know. I can say songs, but the whole album was fire. Just so many on there. Exactly. Yeah. Totally. 99 Rips and Beyond. I'd say swap Rolling Stone with Hidden Stash 2 spot. Okay, that would still work. Yeah, that would still work. I'll give you that. What's up, brother? Much love. Shock Trostic. Hey, what's up, bud? Shock and Dash in the house. I'm working on that video still. We got a Shock and Dash featuring Rap Game Ronnie Miller. I thought you knew about me. We uploaded a little 2-track project we did on Staunch TV. Check it out. Shock and Dash featuring Rap Game Ronnie Miller. Music video coming soon. They got a lot of good stuff. Go check those dudes out. Augmented Orb Splitter. Thanks for joining. Okay, I already got into your comments. Yeah, you're right. You could swap that with Hidden Stash too. I'll give you that. Fire It Up was always my what? My first. This will be my second. But I don't know. Rolling Stone was beginning to end. Yeah, that's true. That's what I'm saying. Rolling Stone was the perfect album. It is beginning to end. It is much like Royal Highness. You can just watch the whole shit, and it's like, there you go. Bobby B and Lou made the music. I don't know. I don't want to, I'm not want to be talking or whatever, but I'm telling you right now, that's a bold statement saying Bobby B and Lou made the music. I know I'm not alone on that one. Because Bobby B and Lou definitely did not make all the music. Just knowing what I know from talking to Lou, he was involved as much as he was involved. You know what I'm saying? He said he was all over certain albums and just here and there certain albums. So, it is what it is. I think they all had a hand in what they did. And I think they all owed what they were owed. I seriously do. I'll stand by that statement until it is proven wrong. The whole group made the music. There you go. I'll give you that much too. I do think that obviously there was producers and what's that guy's name? I forget. The beat maker and all that type of shit. Fingers and pots and, whatnot. But the whole group, yeah. So that's it, guys. That was my ranking. I'm glad that you guys got to join me for that. That was a lot of fun. And essentially, guys, what I'm going for here with the radio idea I want to do is I want to kind of start a bigger show here. I know I do these live streams randomly. It'd be nice to get something going. And not all Kottonmouth Kings. We can talk about like related artists. Or if you guys have other bands or artists you want to talk about on the show, you'd be able to call in and talk live on the show, and we can get to the bottom of it. You know what I'm saying? Kumagi, that's it. He made most of it. There you go. I want to do a video on him, but info is scarce. The albums have all their own eras with the band and the fans. Very true. Augmented Orb Splitter, well said. So yeah, I want to do this radio show, so please keep watching. I'll be doing posts and whatnot. The next KMK Chronicles, unless something happens, will more than likely be about Head PE. Because I've gotten so many requests to do a Head PE episode, and now that they got a new EP out and whatnot, I think it might help them out too if I put this out there. And maybe I can get an interview with Jared. I'll try. I'm not promising anything, but so the next episode will more than likely be Head PE, but you will be able to vote on the next episode after that. I will be putting up the post very soon. It'll be like you get to pick 3 or whatever. So just be looking out on my YouTube. Be sure to hit that notification bell, and you will be notified. And go to my Instagram at staunch_TV. Follow me there. If you donated tonight, first of all, thank you so much for donating if you donated tonight. And if you did, please hit me up either on the email I linked or over on Instagram, staunch_TV. I have an extra special gift for you. Thanks for everybody. The links are there for the t-shirts. I will go ahead and post it again right here. If you there's Staunch TV shirts, but again, if you buy the Kottonmouth Kings stuff, all the profits will go to St. Dog's Family, and to Pakalika's family. So thanks again for joining me, guys. I will be getting the podcast radio show going soon. Please go and watch my other videos. I just reviewed the director's cut of Mario Brothers, the movie, earlier tonight. Go check that out. It was very good hanging with all of you. And if you have any suggestions on the Chronicles or anything like that, let me know. Join the lowest tier Patreon and get full access to the upcoming podcast, live streams, all that kind of shit. And just thanks for joining me, guys. Keep smoking.